Longer? 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 Longer?
I'm sorry, I'm actually supposed to be setting up stream now. But this fucking track goes so hard, I refuse to skip it. Alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Go It Easy. My name is Liz and this... Oh baby. This is my new obsession. It's not out yet. It's not even real. This isn't even early access, baby. This is a demo. But I'm already telling you right now, this is my next hyperfixation. It's already been decided. This is going to come out, and I'm not going to be able to think about anything else for fucking weeks. I just already know. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today?
Hungry?
Hello, Rye. Welcome in. Hello, Bull. Hello, Lancels. It is good to see you. Hello, Jade. I gotta scroll for a while. We've been talking. Hello, Alexi. Hello, Az. I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Welcome, everyone. We're gonna do our best on controller. I'm gonna show you something right now. So far, this game has had 5 chances to disappoint me. 5 opportunities to disappoint me. It has not disappointed once. I ran some tests. At the very least, the demo seems to run much smoother than Icarus is running today. So props to them for making a playable video game. The next thing, there is no AI disclosure on Steam for this game, which is a huge relief. I would be heartbroken. They don't have controller support listed on their Steam page. And I thought, oh no, are they going to be like so many other games in the genre and just not do controller support, requiring me to manually remap to controllers? And I get into game, and there is a warning that they are intent on making proper controller support, but that is currently limited for the demo. This is a huge relief because, again, a lot of these games just say, oh, you have disabilities and can't easily use a mouse and keyboard? Fuck you. Go eat shit. And it's a pain in the butt to have to remap your controls. And this game is telling me straight up, yeah, dog, it wasn't ready in time for the demo, but, like, we're going to do our best. It currently works. I'm going to try it. It may not... This is it right now. It may not work long term. We're going to try. So, we ran our character select. I'm going to tell you all right now. Character creation. A little bit strange. So here's a slider that those of you who have perhaps played Saints Row are familiar with. This is the feminine body shape. This is the emasculated body shape. The emaciated body shape. And this is the chunky body shape. The 3 genders. Woman, emaciated, and chunky. Anyway, and you may say, oh, well, this is actually because muscle percentage and body width and chunk percentage are in fact real things that actually exist in the real world. It is good that there is a slider that lets me choose between the three of those. That's really good. That's a lot of player control. That makes sense for the body. And then they do it for the whole goddamn. So this is your head slider. It does that to your head shape. Your nose slider does that to your nose and also jaw and lips and jowls. The eyebrow slider does it for your entire forehead. And the ear slider is just the ears. What is going on here? I don't understand. This is the weirdest character create I've ever seen. They have really cool... These are tattoo themes. So you choose a theme, and then there are different tattoo based on what part of their body, but the themes of the tattoos match up. Yeah, you can make some gnarly dudes, which is good. So that's great. We love that. We love gnarly dudes. It is important to make gnarly dudes. As you will see, we have made Elizabeth. She's decent. I had limited hair color control, but I think we have a pretty good body shape here. I think we have an okay face. I'm decently happy with the hair for now. These characters, I don't believe there is... If I understand the instructions correctly, none of this character will be carried over to the main game. When the game goes full launch, the demo isn't coming with you. If you have playtime on the demo when the game comes out, which it will be entering early access soon. When it hits early access, you will get a spyglass if you had playtime in the demo, and that's it. So, nothing much to gain from here. So, there is server support for co-op play, as well as dedicated servers, which, if those work, this game is already officially better put together than Icarus. God bless. Let's see. Easy, normal, and hard for boss encounters. Enemy health damage and boarding difficulty. Oh, well. 500 times as many dudes on the board. We're good. Difficulty set. Settings that affect exploration difficulty. Shared quest progress. If any player on the server completes a quest marked as a co-op quest, it auto-completes for all players who currently have it active. Cool. Enter a nickname for your world. This is going to be called Bob's Your Uncle. Bib's your Bob. Bob's your uncle. Confirm. We are going to try to generate Bob's Your Uncle live on stream. Pray to God it is generating a world, because this game has procedural generation. I don't know how busy that's going to be in the demo. The year of 17XX. The seas tremble at the roar of cannons and turn red from blood. Edward Teach, Blackbeard, proclaims himself the king of the pirates of the West Indies. Rumors are spreading that he struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. After crushing the British fleet, Teach turns his forces toward Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean. Not looking for trouble, and with a couple of other poor souls in tow, you try to slip your fast ship through the blockade ring. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you're under attack. You wake up on the cabin floor to the clash of sabers. Your head is pounding and your vision swims. Check the back of your head. There's a big lump on the back of your head. The last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as cannonballs hit the hull. Damn, your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. Press 1 to draw your saber. Okay. No tutorial for controller, which is what I expected. We may need to switch to keyboard and mouse if it's too rough, but we're gonna try. Captain, I thought you died in the first broadside. Skip the details, Doc. How bad is it? Blackbeard's pirates are boarding us. They're everywhere. Half the crew is dead, but some are still fighting. Go, help the others. Perhaps you may yet turn the tide. Coffee. A hard fight lies ahead, and your vision is still swimming after the concussion. Drink some coffee and rouse yourself. Yar. Kill the pirate. Okay. It says jump. That's an interesting place to put heavy. That's block? Okay, where the hell is that? Well, we might not have heavy attacks unless we're on mouse and keyboard. I do at least have block. Supposedly, this game's got a parry system. I haven't figured out the lock-on controller yet. Damn. I found the artifact. It really was on the ship. Anchor down my throat. Something's definitely not right with this thing. Get the captain, he'll handle it. Off my ship, you dogs. What is that? I've been shot! Spry, aren't you? Consider yourself deposed, Cap. Take the artifact from him. That filth, it's eating him. Holy Mary, protect us. Devil, take it, Captain Richards. Not with your bare hands, you idiots. Throw the bodies overboard. We're leaving. Oh, I guess... Okay. Missing pieces of an armor set you like? Buy the plan in Tortuga. Craft it yourself. Use healing potions to restore health instantly in combat. Bandages work too, but they take longer. Every pirate knows a bandage will heal your wounds, but it'll take time. So more importantly, keep the most piratey thing you can with you. A health potion. Yarr! You wake up on a deserted island. The waves must have washed you ashore. You remember the shot searing your chest. The bullet passed clean through, yet there's no trace. The wound is healed as if it never existed. Yet your body, from your heart to your fingertips, is laced with patterns that shimmer the gold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Aquarium get, appropriately timed. Logs. Stuff. Alright. Marooned with naught but a pistol and a single shot. Yarr! Be a tough life. Hold Alt aim. No bullets or gunpowder. Marooned with naught but a pistol and no shot. Oh, coconut. Okay, so Valheim food system, which is not surprising, because Valheim has the best food system in video games, so it just makes sense to copy them. This is plant fiber. I apologize for the absolute whiplash every time I attempt to... We're going to switch to keyboard and mouse for a bit here. We're just going to rock it on keyboard and mouse. I'm having a good wrist day anyway. Oh, crab fucking rolled. Did you see that dude do mad hops to get out of there? I got over here. Huh? Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Was that drop? No. So what was right click then? Did it use it? I guess it used it. So in theory I got something. Common resource, common resource. Move these off our toolbar for now. You're probably food. I don't know about y'all. Let's put those there. Adventure! Light the bonfire. The bonfire will be the heart of me camp. I need to pick a good spot, with enough space around it for building structures. Let's take a look at our map. Oh! 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 The wide open ocean. Yar and all that. Hi, Cam. I'm pretty sure we confirmed earlier today that you and I are in fact gay. So I don't know what that's all about. Hello, Rig. The combat is described as Souls Light, so I'm not surprised to see stamina for attacks. Crazy pin. Yeah, the pin, I was worried it might be a little excessive, but like, chat said fuck it up, so I fucked it up. Dodo spotted. Oh, I love the gun fail animation. That's great. Oh, delicious. All right, let's see. We're moving inland. Switch to construction mode to build a bonfire. Oh, fascinating. I don't think your chat realizes when I appear on your stream how much more tame I am there than literally everywhere else that you and I talk. Even, like, not just in DMs, which is one thing, but, like, in public discords, you and I are worse than that. So, I don't know that they realize how much I'm sparing them. Hello, Adam. I'm so well behaved, they didn't even know. They just, like, don't even get it.
Hunger?
Islander. Build a cooking fire. Press B to enter build mode, then right mouse bumper to select a structure. Build workbench. Building a workbench. Constructing a workbench. Constructing a cooking fire. Why is it going to be a second fire? That doesn't make any damn sense. Okay, enjoy Bunger. Can I dismantle? I can. 3 stone, 3 wood. So you get 100% resources back on dismantle. Good, 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 good. Build a tent. Press E at the tent. Set your revival point. I think I put the workbench backwards, but that's okay. Stone bullets? I can make bullets out of just rocks! Now it's a good video game. Every other survival crafter out there that makes crafting gun ammunition some kind of extremely late game tedious process that requires like a proper foundry to pour bullets, eat your heart out. Shove rock in gun. Like my goblin ancestors taught me. Listen, rule of cool rules the day on the 7 seas. When it comes to pirates, rule of cool is fucking everything. In Pirates of the Caribbean, when they ran out of cannonballs, they just shoveled silverware into the cannons and fired it. And they got away with that because of rule of cool. Granted, this isn't gunpowder. I don't have gunpowder. It's just bullets. Maximum HP has changed. That's not a great sign. Okay. Coarse fabric, rope. Nothing to refill or repair. We need to grab some more wood. And if we could get one of these, take. Second one of those, take. Craft you, take. Cool. And you're also cloth. Let's do that and make a bandage in case I need it. Rocks is everywhere. Also, you really are just using a tube to direct an explosion out that away. So, like, bacon and eggs. Boiled crab. Dodo broth. Does not appear to be food spoilage. Thank Christ. Feathers. Nails. That's a resource. Keep the bandages on there. I'm not the reason the dodo's extinct. The dodo's not extinct. I'm eating it. Resource discovered. You can now craft spicy breaded kebabs and bacon and eggs. Kill a boar and obtain its hide. The sea has turned my clothes into rags. I need to get some boar hides and stitch something together. The sea has not been kind to us. Okay, let's go get some log. Where would you find wood if you didn't have an axe to cut down trees? Hunger. Boiled crab. Okay. Can I... Oh! No, chat! They did, in fact, leave me marooned on an island with a single shot. I don't know why it says no ammo. I do have 1 copper bullet in my ammunition slot right now. We're saving that for later. One wood, which isn't like a terrible amount of wood. All right, we need more driftwood. No, I just need explosive powder. Lots of things explode. Black powder's just a fancy stuff. Around these here parts, we make do with what we got. I don't want to risk going down there and not being able to get back up, so. Oh! What the shit? Oi. Woo! Let's have none of that. Oh, let's have none of that. I've died badly. Bro's like literally downstairs. What's good, dog? Post-mortem cash. Alright. Smuggler's chest. Homemade gunpowder. Rum bottle. The finest seasoning for any pirate dish. Carried by pirates. That did say Edward Teach? Yeah, that was the Teach one. Decoration pier decorations. Learning's plan unlocks pier decorations. A winch, a flagpole, a pier crane, and a few coils of rope. Everything to make your pier look more lively. So here it is, chat. This is what happened to the great pirate Jack Sparrow. He sat on a beach drinking rum from a smuggler's cache. And then apparently turned into a drowned, and I killed him. Well, he killed me first, but I got better. Oh, me inventory's fucked. Alright, devs, first request, other than, of course, work on controller support as soon as possible, people like me will not be able to play your game without it long term. So, do please have that as a priority for your team. It's worth a lot. There are just a lot of people who can only play your game if you have proper controller support. And it's fairly easy with the existence of Steam. You can always tweak it later, but get something working. Right now it feels not workable. Second thing, minor request from me personally. When I die, when I go to pick up my inventory, which is fine, that's a pretty standard thing for these types of games, put my shit back where it was when I last picked it up. Don't just dump it back into my inventory. Remember the locations. Nobody wants to jump through Steam input hoops. I will if I need to play your game. It's the only reason I can play Icarus is that I've jumped through hoops to use Steam input. And God bless Steam for making that accessible. However, I shouldn't need to. You should do that work. And there are people who, like, are going to use devices that do need Steam input, but if you have built-in controller mapping, it just makes it easier for someone who has a special device. They've already got their device mapped to Steam inputs, so they can just change the in-game controls to match what's comfortable for them on their device, and boom, your hard work is done, their hard work is done. All you need to do is put some Xbox controller inputs in the thing. It's that easy. You've learned Gunroom Grog. Rum and whiskey cut with cayenne pepper. Burns hard, keeps the blood moving, and pushes men through moments better left unremembered. Turn PS controller touchpad into the DS touchscreen and emulator through Steam. Steam is cracked, actually. It is unreal how many devices can become a controller just because of the way Steam's input system works. And it's so intuitive and simple. I've been able to map so many games I should not have been playing on a controller to it. Delightful. Coastal jungle, local threat, local resources. Oh, I love this. This is great. So this tells me, here's the biomes. No, swamps and ashlands. It's true what they said. It's Pirate Valheim. I'm going back to hell. That's it. I'm returning to hell. Nothing's changed. Time is a flat circle. Anyway. Back in the fucking building, baby. So this is great. Having all the resources you can find in an area, all of the discoveries and unlocks, and the boss of any given region. Very good. This is, of course, cool. We love having a collection of notes and stuff. Good map support already. There is a flagship button. I don't know that you get to design any ships or build or upgrade or anything like that. I do know that you get to take ships and you get to have them. Obviously, there's ship-to-ship combat, but there's a flagship button means there's probably at the bare minimum upgrades, if not customization. God forbid that there's any kind of building. Lord knows the last thing I need is to be allowed to design my own fucking ship. However, if you let me, I fucking will. Lamp. A lamp that will illuminate even the darkest darkness. And fast... Oh, what? A fast travel bell? Did the pirates just have those? Well, shit. I gotta brush up on my pirate lore. I didn't realize they just had fast travel bells back then. My bad, chat. I was unprepared for that level of power. Building your own ship. They shouldn't let me have it. It would not be acceptable to give me that much power. They're going to anyway, and I love them for it. Combat repair kit. Everything needed to patch up a ship and keep fighting. Includes tools, materials, and strong spirits for cleaning wounds and steadying the hands of those making repairs at the worst possible moment. Restores 40% ship health over 10 seconds. Just because it full of holes don't mean it's worthless. Repair kit. For work done outside of combat, effective only when you're not under enemy fire. Restores 45% ship health over 30 seconds. There will be so many dick-shaped ships. I've seen it. I've been to the Kingdom Hearts mines. I know what they were doing with the gummy ships. Okay. Nails. So these are... Looks like... Oh, copper or iron nails. Wow. You can just use either type of nail because it doesn't matter what the metal is. A nail is a fucking nail. And then secret, this bell you see in coastal towns would have to warn pirates. Actually, a fast travel spot. So is it clever, elaborate ruse designed by the first pirate, Rack Jatham. Rack Jackham is what they called me in college. Don't ask why, you don't want to know. Yo ho, fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want, because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. They don't call it the mast for nothing, chat. That's all I have to say on the matter. I will not elaborate further. Palm seeds? Honestly, same. Henry, you treacherous bastard. Who are you pissed off this time? Some madman is chasing my people all over the Caribbean. Half of our cash has been destroyed and suppliers are refusing to deal with us. We've lost dozens of shipments, we'll lose plenty more if you don't resolve this. We can barely hide from Blackbeard's cutthroats, and now this new mess on top of it. We're gonna lay low for a while. I'd advise you do the same, since the bounty for your cunning ass has not been lifted. Sort this shit out and maybe we can finally share a drink at the tavern again. Marita. Put to journal. Learn. The stone in the medallion is cracked and the gold setting is mottled with dark stains. When you go to sea, be ready to lose an arm, a leg, even your life. But never, do you hear me, never part with this. Father. You can now craft the following things. Fill lamp and fast travel bell. Library. Pretty big build area here. Coastline distance requirement not met. Distance from coastline, distance to coastline. Can't be built close to trading posts. Allows you to move between 2 points. Only 10 fast travel points can be placed. You must build at least 2 fast travel points to use it. It doesn't say. Oh, my boy Phil Lamb. Yeah, I know him. Oh. Those frame drops. Well, I guess you're not a priority right now, then. Oh, no, there's more than I expected. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Hunger?
Hello, Rhyme. You could have an instant ready-built hut for only 240 plant fiber. It's an awful tempting shortcut right now. Fibers. Pirate Valheim. As someone who tried to replace Valheim with Icarus and then Icarus wouldn't fucking run on my computer, I'm hopeful for this one. It's showing a lot of promise so far. Also, somehow the soundtrack has the exact same energy as Space Bluegrass, so like, good shit. Like, this could be on the Hard Space Shipbreaker soundtrack, and it would just fit. There's a weird overlap between what a rugged mech pilot on the fringes of outer space would listen to and what a pirate would listen to. There's a lot of overlap there. You'd be surprised. Boy, I can't hit that to save my goddamn life. I hit myself with that tree. Hurt the shit out of me. Oy. There's an ominous man on the beach. Be ye shambling husk. He be. Alright, I've been wanting to test out the gun, so... Right. Aye. Oh, chat! You have to manually light the fuse and wait for it to go off! That's so good. Also, it did shit all dick all to this man. Are you a conquistador? Oi. I'm getting it. It does feel a little like my first time playing DS1. Boy! Which makes me, like, immediately anxious to get into a boss fight and discover my first time meeting ya boy, Taurus Demon. Learning the harsh truth of this world. That you were not built for this. Let me just grab that. Alright, matey. Well, thank you for collecting that fiber for me. Man dropped a pearl. Not just any pearl, mate. The pearl. Drink up me hearties, yo-ho. It may contain a pearl. Hasn't yet. I think for how much fiber a basic house kind of requires... Oh, cayenne peppers don't mind if I do. There we go. Just gotta really commit to it. You know, to cutting down every single bush in the forest and then... Once you've got that commitment. Aye. Sweet chicken with spicy potato. Why is chicken in quotation marks? For whym do you make chicken in quotation marks? Spicy skewered crab. Copper ore, copper ingot, rough hide. Okay. There we go. Come on. Why are you doing this to me? Is there a... Build mode could use a little bit of work there, I think. Oops. Z and scroll. I see. Okay. I do have click on that. It's not very good, but that's okay. The existence of pillars has me a little concerned. Bed. The structure is unstable. Oh yeah, baby, you know what that means? It's Valheim construction time. Reclaim that, now that I have a house. Oh! Okay, there is a build camera. That's nice. The build camera is... You see my instructions down there, chat? You might not be able to read them on your screen. Build camera is not listed on there, but V, which is not listed here, does seem to give me a build camera. I wonder what other controls are simply not listed down there. Demolition mode is, catalog is, rotate, move up and down, building options. Oh, oh, no, no, no. Oh, so in building options, you have rotation, angle, snapping, and camera mode, which do list the controls in that menu. Fascinating. Oh god. Yeah, can I build a crane for my pier? Oh no. There's going to be too much customization here. Rum bottles. And here is your bucket in which to shit. Round table. All right, now we're living. You know what would actually go great in here? Some light. Oh, and that's just a source of light. It doesn't require fuel. What a novel concept. Now, I suppose I am obligated at this point, as we are testing the game to learn its unique features. to find out if I will get smoked out of my house by a cooking fire. Doesn't appear so. A little inaccurate when it comes to hitting plants. Oh, piles of rock. Stump. Stump. Oh, Jesus. Scared the piss out of me, Autumn. Sweet potatoes. Delicious. I was waiting for something to come out of the evil pit. Thank you for the care package, though. Rested. Stamina regens faster. My shitty little shack. Delightful. The armory! The armory! Am I right, mateys? Okay, I'll stop. Big rock! Big rock apparently is cave. Oh. Oh, that's deeply upsetting. You can now craft hearty egg broth and coconut snoop. Character. I never refilled this because I didn't think I'd need to. So I'm a fool and I deserve what I'm gonna get down here. Or copper ore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. That would be stealing. Gentlemen? Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Dr. Galen, you survived the shipwreck.
Details matter most.
What do you mean there's voiced NPCs? Well, I suppose someone has to,
Captain.
crew my ship. Oh, thank God, it is you. You cannot imagine how glad I am to see you, Captain.
I remain at your service.
You hired me but the day before we sailed, so allow me to introduce myself again. Galen Skelton. Brother, your last name is literally a letter away from skeleton? I don't know that I can trust you on my ship. I am truly glad you survived. That was one hell of a surprise. Same here, Captain. I didn't think anyone else made it. After the boarding, the pirates dragged me to their camp to stitch wounds and treat hangovers. Luckily, I managed to commandeer a boat and escape. Luckily, I ran into you. Sticking together to give us a far better chance. Please let me stay in your camp. Alright, make yourself comfortable, but I've got a few questions. Gladly, I'll tell you everything I can. How'd you escape? The pirate camp was attacked by the drowned. At first I thought I was hallucinating, but no hallucination snaps necks like that. A fight broke out. While they were busy, I borrowed a boat and got away, hoping for the best. Do you know where we are, Doctor? Not far from Tortuga, one of those nameless islands used by runaways and smugglers. I doubt the scrap of land is even on their charts. I came here by boat, but it will not get us to Tortuga. These waters are crawling with pirates. They'd sink us the moment they spot us. Do you know anything about the markings on my body, Doctor? The pirate camp was attacked by the drowned. First I thought I was hallucinating. That dialogue isn't in the right place, but okay. See what happened to my ship? The pirate camp was attacked by the drowned. Again, not in the right place. The pirate camp was attacked by the drowned. The pirate camp was attacked by the drowned. Are you okay, Doctor? How often do you visit brothels? I knew a fellow once. Caught all manner of things there, once even a wife. I take it they appeared after the pirate attack. Tell me if you feel unwell, or even if it is only a bit of business. Do not want to be left alone on this island. Do you see what happened to my ship? After they threw you overboard, they put the ship to the torch. You have my condolences, Captain. Me bloody ship! Dr. Skelton has a concussion. Yeah, he's suffering from one of the lesser-known side effects of concussions, which is, for some reason, the button on my controller replays the previous dialogue rather than initiating a new one, which is a truly fascinating bug to have discovered. And also a very rare side effect of concussions. The doctor himself may not even be aware that he has one. It's so rare that I feel like a lot of doctors, even in his age, especially in his age, in the year 17XX, may not know about that symptom, so. In dispatch, my sister tried to ruin it for me. She told me it's basically Twilight for men, which, yeah, sounds accurate. Yeah, it is. Any ideas how we get out of here? Not far from here, I saw a few ships run aground. Some of still look usable. Even so, managing the repairs of just the two of us will be no easy task. Miracles do happen, of course, but a cup of coffee, I'm hardly capable of them. Pirates took a lot of prisoners, not just me. We need to free them. They can help prepare a ship and get back to civilization. I need a bigger boat. Okay, recall ship unstuck. Adventure. Rescuing the crew. Discovery. It's like my interact. That's my right click and my left click. For some reason I have two swings. I feel like that would be a good place to put... Why do I gotta be Copernicus? I feel like that would be a good place to put the build command, but what do I know? Charcoal kiln and smelting furnace. Both are going to require clay, which we have not discovered. Let's go to storage. Can I make a... I can't make a chest, I don't have the nails for it. I can make a basket. Oh, deposit similar button. God bless ye. I should refill him so I can use it if I need it. Let's put the other crafting materials that we don't know what to do with. An alchemy ingredient. Alchemy? Alchemy. I didn't know that mice invented alchemy in the Pirate Age. I don't know what to do with the information. Other than to maybe write a short story or program a simple video game where you play as a group of pirate alchemist mice called alchemice. That is the most rock-shaped and rock-colored sweet potato I've ever seen. Incredible. Hello, Ellie. Welcome in. Good to see you. Rum. Feather. Sweet potato. That's me pistol. That's me one shot. Marooned on an island with naught but a pistol and a single shot. I'm keeping it for later. I'm not using it. Bastards also decided to maroon me without... Oh, stone does not stack very high. They decided to maroon me without any, what do you call it? Gunpowder, so wouldn't have helped anyway. Worker. You have no available workers for the station. Oh, baby. These crafter-gatherer games have to add in NPCs doing worker tasks like years after the fact. This baby's got them in the fucking demo. Bird meat. Dodo tastes like chicken. Okay. Coconut. Bird meat. Crab. Yeah, we're gonna need to hunt something. I only watched Bonnie play it, so I'm not too familiar with it. So if there's enshrouded inspirations, I'll probably miss them. Steam considers the game similar to Valheim and Icarus, which are, I think, obvious ones to compare it to. I'm gonna lose a fight to a pig. Oh, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him more. I barely won against the sow. The starvation isn't doing me any favors. Yo, thank you for the shout out for Nova Swarm. Ancient chest. Shell decorations. And a minor healing potion. Quickly mends small cuts and dulls the pain, giving you the strength to fight or flee. Do not trust potions blindly. Bed rest and peace and quiet are just as necessary for healing. Dr. Galen Skelton. I'm just saying the main villain is Teach, and Teach controls the dead, so like, you know, having a dude in our party whose last name is Skeleton, well, I'm losing that fight. But I don't know that I'd win a fight against the dodo right now, if I'm honest with you. My HP is terribly atrociously low. Discovery. You can now craft pretty much goddamn anything. Armor and clothing workshop. Oh, Jesus. Here it goes. Islander. Craft new boots. Keep blistering me heels every time I run into the jungle. Buccaneer in training. 40 boar to make a boar trophy. Amen. So trophies aren't just random drops, they're actual items. Okay, let's see. Refill. What is that? Animal fat? Horrible. I can't even partial refill it? I have to do a full refill. Interesting. Okay, sailor backpack. Holding a week's worth of provisions and 2 bottles of rum. Full of holes, but quite spacious. It's going to require a lot of everything. Okay. So what we definitely need is... we need to build the new workstation. That is not the button I meant to hit. We still need to find clay. And you required coarse fabric. Oh boy. Labels. Okay. Level 2 station is required. Oh no, maybe a little bit of Valheim. A little bit too much of that Valheim, possibly. Okay, save my cayennes and my potatoes and my dodo eggs for another day. Found in ruins and sold to smugglers. Minor healing potion. Might keep that on me and just as in case. We're hopefully gonna go farm that. Ow. If I was going to map this to a controller in like a hurry as a, hey, we're not really done mapping this to controller, but we did do the basics just like real fast, just in case, I probably would have bothered to, bare minimum, use all the keys, and I feel like rolling probably needed to be one of them. There are several keys that don't seem to do anything, and whatever they might do, definitely not as important as being able to dodge roll. I'm scared of you. I don't want to fuck with you. Got some kick to it. Ow! Oi! I feel like maybe we're trying a little, like we call it a Souls Light. We might be trying a little hard to do Souls combat here. I really don't think the boars on the starting island need to one-shot or two-shot me. I don't feel like that's strictly necessary. That may not be adding anything of substance to the experience. Especially when there's, like, so little reward for dying this early, it just kind of feels like you're wasting my time. If I was gonna start over a new world, like, probably the first thing Jesus, even just running straight away from him. Probably the first thing I'd do starting a new world is just immediately slide the enemy damage down by like 60%. Because there's just... that doesn't make any sense to me. Logistically, I don't get why he's killing me that fast. What? Combat is way too sloppy at this phase to have the standard be that high. What? He's doing 2 hearts of damage. I have 3 health when fully fed. I have 2 if I don't have food in me. That's extremely bad. Especially when I've already got this stamina penalty and this block penalty. Blocking and stamina being 2 different systems, I think, is interesting. I think we could do some good stuff with that. We're not currently doing anything good with it. My dodge roll eats so much of my stamina, which regens... Like, it regens all at once is the thing. So, it's very quick to regen once it starts. But there's a long enough delay that this boar can just outpace me. So the combat here, I'm definitely seeing what looks to be people who watched a Dark Souls game, probably played a Dark Souls game, felt out the way a Dark Souls game moves and feels, and then kind of like did their best to replicate that here, but didn't necessarily like understand what about those systems makes them work together explicitly. Because there's making a Souls-like game is a lot of very specific pacing. If you screw up the delicate balance between your stamina regen, your stamina expenditure, your like HP, how far away from an enemy you can get by walking versus running versus dodge rolling, how viable blocking is, there's a lot of math at work there. These are not vibe-based games. They're very mathematical experiences. And there might be an underestimation on this game's part of how much effort that actually takes. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I'll get some better gear, and you're the dude who killed me earlier. There's a second board. Madam President, a second board is at the tower. I'm learning how to fight the boars, at least. Also, hi Mara, how you doing? Priests of ancient peoples once wore necklaces like these as a mark of devotion to a fertility goddess. A fish-shaped amulet, ancient fishermen wore it to bring a richer catch, sold to smugglers. Nice beating, Moonlord. Congrats. So now that your Terraria hyperfixation is satisfied, it's time to plan out our first session for the new campaign, right? Haven't done Daytime Empress. Well, good luck. New plans, learning curios. Woven windows and doors. Jungle surviving building set, legendary. Shell decorations, mounted shell decorations, perfect for shipwreck captains who want to set up camp in style. Okay, so while we were battling for our lives against the fucking boars, we did spot some clay. Yeah, man? Azure Dodo? King Dodo! Oi! Slain! Okay. Build, crafting. Some aggro me? Some over there's got me aggroed. Well, good luck with that, whoever you are. Hi, cat. What you doing? Okay, we need charcoal. I don't know. You vanished and never came back. Oh god, that's so much smoke. Oh Jesus. Burge, thank you, Cabo. 48 months, that's like a whole year. Slurt. Sure is alert. Why are you muted on stream? Hi, cat. Here, you know what you should do, Kat? You should drop out and rejoin. Here, you know what you should do, Kat?
You're alright.
Chat, you need to hear Kat's new Discord join message. Are you ready?
Rodents in your house, cat?
There it is.
Rodents in your house, cat.
Rodents in your house, cat. Mimu. Shout out Mimu. So some thoughts. I need controller support. It's on the way, but it's not here right now. We're hopeful. Character creation is baffling. I don't know what's up with character creation.
What do you mean baffling?
So, in Saints Row, there was a slider. And the slider had 3 settings. One of them was muscular, one of them was fat, and one of them was skinny. And it was a triangle, and you could drag your slider around within the triangle to edit those 3 values to create a fairly complex set of builds for your character's shape and size.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that.
This game uses that same system, except it then uses it for all the other features on the face. I don't know what that means. There's a triangle slider for, like, fat, hourglass, and skinny, but it's applied to your jaw, chin, lips, and nose as one unit, which all scale differently depending on which settings you have. Which is weird. Weird is what I would say.
I give that decision a solid
Giving that decision a solid a out of 10 so far. However, it works. When you start the game, you've got a little tutorial section, and then you are marooned on a deserted island with naught but a pistol and a single bullet.
As the Lord intended.
As God intended. I'm intending to keep this bullet until I find the man that marooned me, and then I'm going to put it in his head. It will probably not kill him based on what I know about the man. However, there is cooking. However, it kind of works like Valheim, where you've got basically a drink and 2 food slots to put buffs into you that last for a set amount of time. There doesn't seem to be any... There's like a penalty if you have no food in your system, and that's it. There's no, like, starvation that I've seen.
Who the hell's that? So who the hell is that?
Dr. Galen Skelton, who was the doctor on board my ship before we were marooned. His last name is Skeleton, but missing 1 E, and I'm suspicious of it.
No, it's fine.
The ship is ready, Captain. Is it? Bruh, my ship! The flagship of my fleet! The USS Dinghy! Yeehaw! I'm gonna check the swim mechanics.
Oh, it zoomed out so far. That was...
Oi! Captain! Black flags on the mainstay? Oh no, I'm drowning. Okay, so despite being a pirate game, it does also still have Valheim,
I couldn't tell. It looked like your
Swimming.
bar was depleting just by being in the water.
Yeah, let me go check that. Indeed.
Alright, so that's kind of cringe.
That's extremely cringe. Gamers, we need to immediately give up on the stamina bar. Not because stamina management is a bad mechanic, but because none of you can do it correctly. Y'all just are not qualified to do it. I'm sorry. Breath of the Wild isn't the place to take inspiration from. I don't care what game you're making. I don't care what thing you want to be inspired by. The simple truth is, don't be inspired by Breath of the Wild. Ever. They got every single thing wrong. All of it. Every detail. There's nothing you can learn from that game. It's not that it's a bad game. It is that there was no one thing that they nailed. None of it. Everything about that game could be done better. With like...
Actually, here's the one thing that they nailed that for some reason nobody else seems to be able to nail.
Huh.
Your stamina bar should not deplete if you are not moving.
That's true.
I don't care if you're crouching, it shouldn't be depleting. Valheim and your sneak mechanic, go fuck yourself.
Valheim and your sneak mechanic, go fuck yourself. I mean, that I can certainly agree with.
Treading water, if you're just like floating in the water like this in this game, your stamina bar should not be depleting.
Let's see. I don't have any more space here.
That is, like I said, one thing Breath of the Wild got right, because you can be clung on the side of a mountain, but as long as you're not moving, that stamina bar isn't either.
Yeah, but that's a component of the larger climbing subsystem, and the climbing subsystem is a complete and total disaster.
I thought it was fun, but that's just me.
It has so many problems in it. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I need, like, I think 10 of these to make a... And then I also need logs, and I just burned all of them to make charcoal. I'm still learning the controls, and I'm having to learn them on keyboard because we don't have...
Let's say behind me, craft new boots.
Yeah. Islander is my current quest, and my current objective is to craft new boots. Which is actively what I'm trying to do with this nonsense. Donk. I think we can maybe reduce the particle effects on these buildings, maybe slightly. I think we may have enough particle effects on the charcoal kiln. Not that I don't love it, but we may have enough, actually. That may just be wasting CPU at this point. Brother, what do you mean roof required? Suck my balls. Oh, other things this game got right. When you deconstruct a building, you get 100% of the build parts back, so...
Good.
Cat, here's my bucket in which to shit.
Sweet.
Okay. Boots. Requires 2 more of them coarse fabrics. Good. So I found a bell, and I don't know if I can craft the bell, or... Let's see. Okay, it's not significantly better than what I've got. Average armor item level 1. Interesting statistic. I can throw them on the floor.
You almost threw him at the doctor.
If he needs new boots, they're all his.
Smelt copper ingots.
Copper ingots. Craft a melee weapon. Copper bullets. You can just craft it. Fast travel bell. So, I haven't been able to build it yet, and I can't tell you why I can't build it, because it's not making any sense. Behold, you can just construct a fast travel point. That's just a little bell that you ring, and it lets you travel to any other fast travel bell that you've built. You can only build 10 of them at a time, and they have to be a certain distance away from traders, so you can't do what we did with the portal and just put it in the traders' camp.
Coastline distance requirement not met.
So here's the thing. I don't know what that means. Oh, also, my bell is in a chest, and I can access it while building.
Can you... Does it have to be on the coastline?
I don't know if it means it needs to be on the coastline or away from the coast. Let's get the resources we physically need. There's something over there that keeps aggroing me. Let's get the resources we need on our person, and then go see if we can't find somewhere it will let me build it. Don't hit my doctor. Frankly, he's lucky to be alive. I hope you appreciate the distress. Don't hit my doctor.
With the exact cadence I would have said it.
Yeah, I truly was channeling my inner cat there. Okay, you give me the bell. So, one thing I'm gonna try to do is too close to another bonfire. Okay, now. Now, will it go out here? Okay, I think it's gotta be, like, on the goddamn coast.
Yeah.
Like, on the goddamn coast.
Yeah, like in the fucking water.
Like, in the fucking water. Okay, next. Oh, it does not, however, require a bonfire. Neat. Neat. Discovery. You can now craft the following. Jesus Christmas. Cutting table, building element. Sawing rack, building element. Weapon workshop, building element.
Mace.
Club. Sturdy and very heavy. What else do you need from a club? Rapier, saber, pistol, copper bullets, copper pot. Not a helmet. Do not wear on head. Essential for alchemy and cooking. Shovel. Perfect for digging up treasure, leveling ground, or piling up a mound. We found your weapon, cat. It deals really good damage, actually. Also, penis cowboy music is the theme for town, and I don't know why, but it's delightful to me. Okay, so obviously what I need now... Workbench upgrade works only within the bonfire range. Oh, Jesus. Cutting table. What are you good for? Cooking fire upgrade, I say.
Hunger?
So it's got Valheim mechanics. However, I want to test something. Oh, cat. Upgrade stations for your buildings work anywhere within the bonfire.
Oh, good.
So you can have a room with all of your upgrades in it, and then have the buildings that they're upgrading be placed anywhere where it's convenient to access them. You'd be amazed how hard it is to collect fiber. I'm pretty inaccurate. This is on mouse and keyboard, by the way. She just sort of swings wherever she thinks she's facing, regardless of which direction I'm trying to get her to swing. It doesn't feel intuitive at all to aim her swinging. Indeed.
Sorry, I glanced at an update from my singing monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked at the monster and went, "Is that fucking T-Pain?" It is T-Pain.
There's no way T-Pain is coming to my singing monsters.
Its name is Auto Tuna.
No, hold up. We're cooking. We're actually cooking. Are you kidding me?
Hey, T-Pain's a known gamer. He's cool as hell.
That's the funniest goddamn thing you've ever said to me. T-Pain is fucking coming to my singing monsters. Spectacular.
As Auto Tuna.
Sugarland joining because Sugarland has like a kid, and it was a game that he did with his kid that they like bonded over, and he like literally reached out to them and said, "Could we like collab together? Because my kid would find that delightful." I thought it was really heartwarming, but like just hearing, yeah, my boy T-Pain's a big My Singing Monsters fan. Something about that is just so special to me. T-Pain is one of those people that you swear there's no way that he's just some chill dude, and yet all indications seem to be just a chill dude. Pre-built. We're gonna put down another shack over here. I'm gonna use this move so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna move it down. I think that's fine. Oh good, I can't accidentally put holes in my own fucking walls.
Holes in your walls, rodents in your house.
Holes in your walls, cat!
I suck.
What?
I just said I suck. Jittery sons of bitches.
Okay, decorations. We're gonna put in a little table. We're gonna put in
Our pot in which to shit.
our pot in which to shit. Some benches down here. little decorative closet.
Found the goat as it turns out, never mind.
And here is your bucket in which to shit. And here's the crane for operating the pier.
Of course.
It's important. Okay, crafting and utilities. We're gonna put the cooking pot in here. I ran out of wood. It's okay.
What if I press the DPI button on my...
What would happen if you pressed DPI, Cat?
Oh, you guys are fucked.
Incredible.
Me trying to do a ribbon unveiling that it's doing 16 headshots during aim glide. Just like in general, not like in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But I was complaining because these guys are such jittery bastards. Oh, improving DPI. These guys are fucked.
Very on brand for you. Okay, we need more copper. So I want to set this as my revival point. There doesn't seem to be any mechanic for sleeping.
Captain,
Are you quite well? If you feel unwell, come to me at once. Take this, it might come in handy. 5 minor healing potions. Thank you, Doctor.
I remain at your service.
Oh, thanks, man.
Wanted to ask you something. About what? Came across some strange ruins. Have you heard of them? No, I have not. I prefer to keep well clear of such places. One never knows what may crawl forth. Thanks, Doctor. Like, you are hearing this cowboy penis music, right?
Oh yeah, I heard it. Don't you worry.
It peters out when you leave the base camp, and it comes back on when you get close, which I love. Inventory is full. Twitch crashed, but you're back. Welcome back, Loncels. Also, thanks, Twitch. Big shout out to my boy Tom Clancy over at Twitch. Never done a damn useful thing in his entire fucking life. Don't know why he's getting paid to do this shit.
Like, the Splinter Cell guy?
No, that's Tom Clancy. This is Dan Clancy, his brother. The Splinter Cell guy wrote a bunch of novels, and some of them were even good.
Well, you said Tom Clancy, so...
Big shout out to my boy Tom Clancy. Died 30 years ago, was made CEO of Twitch 2 years ago as a corpse. Still doing a better job than my man Dan. I'm gonna treat myself. I told myself I wasn't gonna treat myself today, chat. I told myself, hey
How
self.
the fuck would you tell yourself that?
So what I said was not, I'm not going to treat myself. That's out of context. What I said was, I'm going to treat myself to Jack in the Box in the morning, and then treat myself to bacon and waffles in the afternoon, and then treat myself to Pizza Hut at night. And if I'm doing that, I'm getting soda twice today. I really don't need to also pull a Bolt House Farms smoothie out of the fucking fridge. However, I'm trying to survive stream and I'm crashing, so I'm gonna pour myself a Bolt House Farms smoothie.
Pour yourself a cold one.
Pouring out a cold one, cracking out, opening. Shut up. What's today's treat, Kat? Tell them what they've won. Ooh, this... I don't speak no fucking French, but I know what super jelly means. Yuck sec vitamini kayan nagi C. 50% Mavasulu.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Posting it in the counter.
Lemon and orange, gummies.
Apparently full of vitamin C. There's probably actual fruit in this bag, which is not a thing Americans would experience.
That bag would hurt me, of course, but...
Yeah, I'm sure whatever in here is going to be strange to... Whoo! Hang on, let me get a good whiff of that. Oh, what in God's name is that smell? I like
that might
it.
Be the third one that is neither lemon nor orange.
Okay, listen. You know when a cat sniffs something and they go, ugh,
And
they make that
the
face?
stinky face?
The stinky face. I made that face when I got a whiff of whatever's in this bag. I don't know what that means, but I made the stinky face, and then I immediately sniffed it again. Do with that whatever you want. The essence. Cracking open a cold one with the chat. Cracking open a boy with the cold ones. Let me grab one of these.
The cold one, but the cold one would actually be a pint of ice cream.
So they're not powdery or crystally, so I don't assume they're sour. That smells like it has real pieces of orange in it. It's just a little jelly slice. It's got the consistency of a gummy bear, and it's just shaped like a slice of orange. But it smells more like a real orange than anything I think this smells more like a real orange than some oranges I've eaten. Oh, it's much harder than I thought it would be. Probably not full of, like, chemical softeners. Oh my god. That tastes so much like a real orange. What the fuck?
And shout out to other countries for using essence of real fruit when they make gummy shit.
I think they may have just added horse hooves to actual fruit. I don't even think this is flavored. I think it's just actual fruit that's been gummified somehow. Sorry, I don't mean to be like orgasming on the mic or whatever, but Jesus Christ, this is good.
Look, sometimes you have a piece of candy that's just like sublime.
All that orange oil from the rind right in your face. I'd love to tell you what's in here. This candy is from fucking Constantinople. I can't read the instruction. I can't read anything on here. The instructions, she says.
Yeah, the instructions on the candy, how to eat it.
Lemon, orange, mandarin flavor soft candy with fruit juice. Ingredients: glucose syrup, sugar, water, fruit juice concentrates, 8% fruit juice, beef gelatin, modified starch, humectant, which is sorbitol, citric acid as an acidity regulator, vitamin C, flavorings, palm vegetable oil, black carrot juice concentrate, glazing agents. That was my job title in college.
That's Zacti.
Hmm?
That's what the ribbon I unlocked is the Zacti.
Oh, Zacti. I do know that's a weapon that exists.
Oh,
Hello,
it's got
Shale.
ribbon dispensation 4, apparently.
Ooh, gummy, apparently. And color. Oh, it's colored by beta carotene.
Well,
Okay,
good.
so like, I mean, 90%
That's
glucose. So like,
Fish.
honestly, it's not that much different than an American candy. It's just tweaked in a lot of ways to be like better. Damn, and we can't go back to ask. I know, Constantinople's gone. Why did Constantinople get the works? Maybe. That's nobody's business but the Turks. How's it going, Shale? It's good to see you.
Beats you over the head.
Beats you over the head. I'm funny. Bacon and eggs. Da. Copper pot. Not
Oh, that's a
helmet.
rock peakman. Oh, got it.
A rock peakman?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what Shale's emote could be, surrounding the Dorito was. It's rock peakmans.
Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just like it better that way. Oh, I'm spending more time sniffing them than... Like, they taste amazing, but the smell is just so potent. I think what my brain is experiencing right now is the chemical processes that have not been used in 70 generations by my family that my cavemen ancestors used to hunt fruit to fend off scurvy in the woods. Like, that's what these smells are pressing in my brain. That's the chemical that they are releasing, is whatever allowed my ancestors to survive scurvy 10,000 years ago.
Berry gathering gene.
Truly. Okay, that brings me to 4. I think it's 2 per piece. So can I just get like 4 more of these bitches, I think? I had a battle to the death, and by battle to the death I mean I respawned 7 times to kill a boar over here. Because he killed me in 1 hit every single swing.
Is common with boars.
Yeah. Partly I think I deserve it because I picked a fight with a boar. But also, this game, the game itself describes its combat as Souls light. And I think it's maybe not as light as it realistically should be. I think it could be Souls lighter, if I'm honest with you. Sulfur? Cursed creature. No habla! See, a couple minor concerns about combat. Might just be that I'm early in the game. Enemies seem to do...
Need my office, my tools, and a little common sense in the world around me.
Do not speak to me ever again. Enemies might do a lot of damage for how messy the dodging and stamina management is. I don't know if maybe having better stamina is going to fix that. I don't know if having better armor is going to fix that. My health has gone up as I've eaten food. I don't know if I should have more food buffs at this point in the game, like what it's expecting of me exactly. There's a few questions I have. Hi, undead essence? Rumored to be used not only in alchemy,
Skellington.
but also in the creation of enchanted weapons. A strange substance, slightly cold to the touch. Ominous. I'm sorry, what the fuck is a thorn fiddler? Is that a giant enemy crab?
I know fiddlers are a type of crab, so...
Yeah. You are a nightmare creature, and I do not want you to die today. Again. Woo-hoo-hoo! That pincer comes out fast, I'll tell you what. Alright, he is down. We have survived the crab. Did you drop... You did not drop any crab meat. Fuck me, I guess. He dropped scallops, and you hear that he dropped scallops, and you think to yourself, well, those are edible. No. You open them, and there's a chance they put a pearl in your inventory. They do not add meat.
Cringe.
Alright, this chest is gonna have seeds and things, I guess. It's fine. Alchemy components. Open these scallops. Get some pearls out of them, I suppose. Some spare rocks can go in here, I guess. If only to give me inventory slots back. Charcoal. Hold on to the rough hide for now. The spare wood. We don't have a use for the ash yet. Spare clay. Fiber. The extra copper ore. The extra animal fat. The crafted copper ingots. Let's put these potions on our bar and leave the bandage off our bar because the bandage is more useful. End of thought. Outside of combat, when I can open my inventory, potions are more useful inside of combat. When I can't do that. You can probably stay in there, because it's your crafting things, I think. Question. Oh, baby. So not only can I look at a chest and press Q to deposit anything in my inventory that's already in there, there is a deposit similar button.
Finally, I love when games do that for you guys because you're
Because we're stupid, yes.
fucking children.
But also absolute fucking children. But also, every time I go to craft something at a station, it allows me to craft using anything in any storage inside of that bonfire radius. You could have a storage shed with all of your meats and spices and eggs and things in it, and you could have a separate kitchen, and you could cook any meal from the kitchen directly without having to go get ingredients. Just like things that I say them out loud, and it makes me mad that they aren't a standard in these types of games. Like, duh? Of course I'd need to be able to do that? That just makes sense?
Tragic, I can't eat treasures.
You can't eat what? Treasures!
Treasurers.
Yeah, no. You can't put gimmick characters in Grendel.
That's so sad.
Mara, she's playing Grendel as we speak.
Well, gotta give him to 30.
It's true. What's better than one shot? 2 shots. It fires gentle with hardly any kick. Just make sure you're reloading time. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Interesting. Are those... Yo, we got any Dark Souls fans in the chat?
No.
That's a rabbit with a B next to it. That's an eye with a B next to it. That's a muscle with a B next to it. I think we have weapon scaling. And I think it's literally using the letter grades from Dark Souls.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, baby! That means if you're a strength build motherfucker, you're gonna want to specifically use strength weapons. Oh, we full on Dark Souls up in his hizzy. Also, this says upgrade and also ascend, and I'm scared of what ascend means.
Oh, yeah, weapon assumption. Assumption?
Weapon assumption. Thanks. Thank you for weapon assumption.
I'm doing my best.
Islander done. Rescue the crew and check the shipwreck sites. Storage. Put this outside where I don't care about it. And this is gonna be my old gear. Yeah, because this is a rabbit with a C on it. We do, in fact, have weapon scaling. There's a pirate superstition. If the pistol doesn't explode in your hands, it's a sign of good luck.
It's crazy. Unheard of, even.
Kat, I need to read you the description for the axe and the pickaxe, okay?
Go on. It makes it better that I'm not looking at it.
Stone axe. Chops. Chops. Chop chop. Axe. Stone pickaxe. Chips. Chips. Chip chip. How's Windrose? Promising. Promising is the best way I would describe it. Very promising. I think we're gonna want to hold on to those until we've got... You make it sound like I don't have faith in anything. I don't, but you don't need to make it sound like that. It would be funny. Shovel's description is a chup, 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 chup. Available stat points. Oh, baby, I know a Dark Souls menu when I see one. Ooh, boy. Oh, no. I have a 0 in every stat. That means canonically I started as a wretch.
No.
Your character, Gain? G-A-I-N-E. Gain. Gain experience points for completing quests and exploration in various points of interest. You can always reset your learned talents and upgraded stats and reclaim the spent points. Don't be afraid to experiment. Oh, so it's just better than Icarus. Okay.
Amber.
Amber. Dork Souls. Ah, got him. Increases the effectiveness of strength-based weapons. Usually weapons such as clubs, maces, and halberds could be increased by applying stat points to strength, consuming food with strength buffs, as well as various equipment. Agility-based weapons. Usually sabers and... I'm sorry! Great swords are an agility weapon?
Yeah, who gives one?
Great swords are dex. Okay. As well as musketons. That's the family that stoats belong to, right? Stoats and otters and things. They're musketons.
Yeah.
Precision. Pistols, rapiers, and muskets. So muskets and musketons are two different things. Mastery. Increases critical hit chance. Vitality. Increases health. If you run out of health, you die. Thanks. And endurance. Increases stamina. Oh, no, it is Dark Souls. It does, in fact, have health and stamina stats.
Listen, as long as the bosses don't beat my ass in a way that's demoralizing, it's fine.
The bosses will, in fact, beat your ass in a way that's demoralizing. I already know. However, we will face them together, which will make it so much better. And also, when you start a new world, there's literally a slider allowing you to just dictate enemy HP, damage, and spawn rates.
Oh, good.
So, We can just do like we did with Valheim, where and like with the forest, where if combat gets annoying, we just slide that shit down to like 25% and just not worry about it as much. Also, behold, talent tree. Increase stats damage, increase critical hit. Dash and jump actions consume less stamina. You gain weapon damage resistance while wielding a two-handed weapon. Increases crude damage. 50% more effective in converting temporal health into health. What's temporal health?
You mean temporary health?
I do not. They might, but it does say temporal health. That is the word that is on the screen right there, Cat, is temporal.
Wacky ass shit.
Wait. Oh no. Oh god, it's Bloodborne. There's a rally effect. That's why my HP bar stays light red after I take damage. There's rally. Oh god. Passive gun reload speed, pierce damage, and hitting critical spot deals 4% bonus damage. Increases melee damage resistance. Increases temporal health gained when taking damage by 15%. You will answer for this. And Marathon Runner, gain 20 stamina. Thank you for the care package, Autumn. When only one enemy is in 10 meters, your melee attack deals 3% bonus damage. Increases one-handed damage by 2%. On enemy kill, you gain an effect for 20 seconds, restoring 5 health per tick. Perfect blocks restore 5% of your current passive gun reload progress.
That's a lot of words.
So, I think that when your gun is in your offhand and you're fighting with your sword hand, your gun slowly reloads while it's in the offhand. You increase the speed at which this happens every time you perfect block. Hi, Kit. Cat was not ready for that, I'm sure.
How was it?
Perfect dashes restore 5% of your current passive gun reload progress. Each consecutive hit increases your damage by 3%, capped after 4 hits. Thank you, Kippo, for 48 months. That's almost a whole year. Well, it's increased effect from healing. Blocks consume less posture points. When you're close to 2 enemies or more, you gain 8% damage resistance. For every health lost, you gain an effect stat granting you damage resistance. When you receive a killing blow, instantly restore 30% health. It's called Too Angry to Die. Well, we know which tree I'm supposed to be in. Sorry, but if there's a tree that has a skill called Too Angry to Die, I have to max it out. It's the way I run. Stout Frame increases maximum health by 160. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go down this tree. Let's just grab Marathon Runner. Let's just start out strong. Hoyer! No! I spoke too soon! It costs a Spanish silver coin, the main trade coin of Tortuga, in order to respec. I don't know how rare those are. Costs 10 to reset your stats. Fascinating. Well, that's still more convenient than most of the Dark Souls, so... Yes, but we're not doing that right now, Kit. You can play the demo on your own time, but this is a 3-hour demo that does not have progress in the main game, so we're just goofing off on stream.
By we mean specifically this.
Well, no one else was here when I was starting stream, so you didn't get to join. I want to find something to shoot. Because I want to show you how the gun works in this. So, I've got an old, like, shit-ass flintlock pistol or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it has to, like, ignite the fuse and then burn down to fire. It doesn't have, like, a trigger. It's got a hammer release that has to ignite a fuse. Which means that after pulling the trigger, there's a half second where the fuse is lit and you're waiting for the pistol to go off. Here, we'll shoot this dodo in the head. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. You ready? Oh, God, Jesus. I was kind of hoping that the dodos would be slightly less aggressive, so I'd have time to line up the shot. Minor Amulet of Stamina, +4 endurance. Minor Healing Potion.
Wow.
You. Oh! Oh God, he's a 1-star. It is Valheim. Ow! Oh! There you go. Yeah.
Incredible. Finally, a game that lets me miss.
This is the shitty starter pistol, so, like, presumably we'll get better guns, and there's also a gun tree that I'm sure will improve it a lot. Hey, bro, you good over there?
He's just going to.
The reload time and accuracy for this gun is killing me. It's so good. If it did, like, 10 times the damage of a sword swing, it'd be perfect. But it does, like, nothing. It's so funny. Yeah, this game has Bloodborne Rally. So when you take damage, if you immediately deal damage back to the enemy, you restore the damage you took. Oh God, it's haunted as shit in here. That's just, I'm not surviving that. That's all there is to it. I'm not surviving 2 drowned. The one in the back lobbed a mud ball and hit me in the head with it, killing me instantly.
What a way to die.
To a mud ball. Default function appears to be you lose all crafting items and supplies, but all equipment and use items like potions, bandages, your lamp, remain in your inventory. Lamp. Why did you make fun of me saying lamp?
Because it sounds like you put a B in front of it to say blamp.
Blamp? I may have put a B in front of it. I don't know what I was like about to say that I hesitated and said lamp, but I might have said blamp. Put that on my tombstone, Liz. She might have said blamp.
Can't jump me, I'm in space.
Iconic.
Yeah, speaking of things to put on tombstones.
Yeah, honestly, Kat's final words were, "You can't jump me. I'm in space." Bone beads. Tumbaga ingot, an ancient alloy of copper and gold, discovered by native peoples in ages past, required to ascend equipment. Woven pillars and beams and food preparation. Decorative bowls, a basket of peppers, and a tray of herbs. Herb. Curios. Unlock. Unlock. Check. With not but a pistol and a single shot.
Bonger?
Bonger? Hi, Steel. Blah! They've been killed by another fucking pig.
Goddamn pigs.
I have lost so many fights to them. Thank you for the treat. The muscle. Make me a bacon and eggs. And then eat the bacon and eggs so I have more HP. I don't know, if I had a nickel for every time a bunger tried to kill me, I'd have 1 nickel, which is way too much. Anybody else remember the ending to that fucking game? Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, it's a boar.
You mean Bug Snacks? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Bug
remember.
Snacks. That game went wild for no reason. You son of a bitch! Anyway, I'm hungry again, because I died, so my food's gone. But my food is on my corpse. Now I have 2 of them. A man who never eat pork bun is never a whole man. We finna eat a lot of pork bun, if I have anything to say about it.
I have no idea. My microphone's picking up a god-awful lot of trucking noises.
If all the pig does is just start attacking and keep attacking, I just instantly lose. The game does not give you any response to a character that just presses the attack button 3 times. It is an instant defeat. Okay, first things first, we gotta address the combat. Y'all are not Miyazaki. You don't have his chops. You don't have his team's 300 years of experience. Dark Souls was not FromSoft's first game. They made 70 games before this and most of them sucked. It took them a while to get there. Y'all are gonna need some more experience before you are ready to make a Dark Souls. In the meantime, turn down the attack damage. Turn down the frequency with which enemies attack. If you want a fight to be harder, just add more enemies. Do not make the boar one-shot me. It is not fun, it is not satisfying, it is not working. Also, the reason that Dark Souls is allowed to be hard is that there's a give and take with the way that you die, because you have the humanity system and you have the souls which you drop and you have to respawn, and there's like a wide set of air. If I can just build a respawn point right next to the thing that's killing me, that doesn't exist anymore. So combat just all immediately loses any of the like intrigue. I'm dropping stuff on the ground, but it doesn't go away if I die a second time. So it doesn't have that gumption going for it either. There's just a lot of components that Dark Souls uses to make its combat work that you do not yet have in your game. So you don't need to be doing the Dark Souls thing where things kill you in 1 or 2 hits. Frankly, this is the scaling here is a lot worse than Valheim, and Valheim also has a scaling problem. So make it your goal to do a better job of tweaking enemies than Valheim does, because, like, that's already a problem that they have. Yo, we streaking in here? What was an odd one? It sent the study notification, and then you did the redeem.
I don't know, it did it in the right order on my end.
Yeah, it's probably just your chat log lagging, no big deal. If the boar decides... So, when I go to 3-hit combo the boar, it will either stun the boar for 3 hits, and then he will max out his poise, and I will have to dodge, or he will just not have hit stun on the first hit, and then by the time I've committed to the second hit, he's already engaged his charge, and it will instantly kill me. The inconsistency of that makes him just unfightable, because the punishment for me doing damage is that he can one-shot me if I do damage. You have to fix that. I'm very concerned because, like, if this was a boss I was dealing with, that'd be one thing. If this was, like, a high-level enemy in a zone I probably shouldn't have gone to yet, this is a pig on the starting island.
Yeah, that's what's real bad about it is that this is a level 2 enemy. You're trapped with this thing.
The tutorial mission asks you to immediately go kill one of these, like the third thing it asks you to do.
Imagine it had one of those fucking if Valheim had those blimp ass dudes on your starting island.
you just have y'alls. Yo, cat.
Yeah.
Valheim randomizer where it randomizes enemies.
No, no, nobody's going to have fun that.
Also, this means that it's possible for the copper nodes in the starting zone or in the the Black Woods to have like Ashlands level metals you wouldn't even know. Hello, Kay. Welcome in. Honestly, where is the Valheim randomizer? Someone's got to be working on that, right? Okay, cute. Day's treating me pretty darn alright. Get you some rest. I'm gonna be passing out very, very soon. My sleep fought back yesterday. And so we're running on nothing but gumption tonight. It's basically been like 36 hours since I slept or something. I don't know anymore. I'm not keeping track.
It's been a while.
It has been an amount of time. I slept for 2 hours at some point yesterday, I guess. I grabbed treat. Wish a Milky Way. Oh. I'm trying to figure out. This camp says 0 of 1. Maybe if I read the note. Came across a smuggler's cache just about. Found a pitch of gunpowder and a bottle of rum. If there are other howitzers there, they must be in bad shape. Rumor has it smuggling on Tortuga is run by Henry Every. Probably nonsense. His fancy hasn't put to sea in 20 years. But once they told legends about him. One of them says Henry took an Indian ship whose holds were bursting with treasure. With the first broadside, the lucky pirate shot away the mainmast and went into board. Mr. Every fought at the fore and crossed blades of the Indian captain. They seemed evenly matched until the Indian slipped. Henry pressed a blade to his throat, tore away the face-covering cloth, and froze, staring at a beautiful woman, a princess of the Mughal Empire. The ship's true captain was hiding in the hold like a coward. Henry had him keel-hauled, but the princess and her escort left untouched. After that, Henry Every vanished with the riches. No one saw the princess again either. Some say she threw herself in the sea, others that she married a fortunate corsair. Whether Henry Every truly built a smuggling network on Tortuga, I couldn't say. But whoever did, my thanks. I waited out the rain and the cash and moved on. I'll bury the excess gear nearby, beneath the tree marked with a red rag. Maybe I'll visit this place again one day. Right over here. We need a shovel.
Well, yeah.
Fool of a took! That I should be out and about without a shovel. I should have known there'd be buried treasure. 'Tis a pirate game. Damn. WoW has a new expansion dropping in a week, and I don't think anybody on the planet knows or cares.
Well, especially considering the fact that Blizzard is obviously trying to cover something, considering the non-stop announcements with Overwatch too.
Well, you see, like, 80% of their staff were in the most recent release of the Epstein files. So, like...
Figure.
Let's put you in there. And then you in there. And all of that's Schmeat. Yar har fiddly. Shit. It didn't go well. Yar har fiddly dee. Yar har fiddle chokes. Oh. Alright, let's make that shovel. I will forget. Damn. Alright, off to the mines. Oh, getting a smoothie was a good decision. This is a good idea. If an orc should wander across my path, a terrible day'd have he. If an orc should wander across my path, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty plate, and if he would not flee, on a spike he'd sit by my fire pit. Orc for dinner for me. sing the rest of the song, but frankly, I only remember the 2 verses. I remember the orc and I remember the dragon. And while the dragon line is funny, it does not land the same if you only remember one of the verse. I need at least 2 to set it up, but... If a dragon wandered across my path, a terrible day'd have she. If a dragon wandered across my path, a terrible day'd have she. I'm a feisty fool with an empty plate, and if she would not flee, I'd probably stew for dinner for me. Inventory is so full of rocks. This, I think, is the last deposit.
Here's what happens when one goes mine.
Yeah, they just really do not stack very high. The thing is, like, I think this is the last deposit in here, so we might as well just, like, take all of it with us, frankly.
Oh yeah, do we have ludicrous over encumbrance type shit, or are we allowed to stuff our pockets?
Nope, stuff your pockets.
Sick.
Just slots. Sometimes you just gotta fill your pockets with rocks. Inventory full. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Throw some rocks on the ground. Quite familiar. Who among us has not been full of rocks at least once? You can tell that I'm about to hit my limit, Cat, because I just almost said, let she who is not full of rocks cast the first... Wait, no. Because you're not, what are you throwing if you don't have rocks? I'm funny, Cat. Okay, I'll care package.
I just don't see how that'd be you approaching limit, Tim. I just don't see how that'd be me being able to tell that you're approaching your limit.
It's not a very funny joke. It's just a really dumb joke. The back door glows with elfish energy. Okay, give me like another 20 charcoal. Then make a chest, put it over here.
Oh, good, I found the printer.
What? Oh, the
I said,
printer!
I said, oh good, I found the printer.
It's literally so rare, but it keeps showing up. And just like in Icarus, I constantly forget to turn my fucking flashlight off. Ugh, excuse me. Improved jacket. Excuse me.
Oh.
I can't help it. Oh. Oh. Wait. Wait, no. What room are we in?
Kitchen. Oh, I see the problem then.
You see what the problem is, don't you? That's not
See
correct
the
at all. That's not right. Because we're not in the kitchen, are we? We're in the profane altar.
Well, you fucked up.
You won't believe this.
Yeah.
In the altar, the room icon gets set to kitchen.png.
Why?
Dunno. Just literally is not programmed correctly. I just literally fucked that up. Yeah, I just straight up actually fucked it. Okay, hang on. So the code is fixed. Now, give me just a minute, chat. I might vanish. I'm sorry. Don't panic. I'm still here with you in spirit. I'm like a force ghost. I only become more powerful when you strike me down or something. I'm just going to manually toggle it over from the other scene. Okay, there you go. Chat, did you, well, I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the Sacred Altar. I'm at the combination Taco Bell and Sacred Altar. It's a little hard to swallow. As you can see, we have in fact had a printing icon this whole time. Given that that's been broken for who knows how long, it's possible none of you have ever seen this icon. And we just never noticed until literally just now I looked up and went, hang on, we're not in the kitchen. Which is very funny. When you think about it.
Hunger?
Oh, rain. We do need a Baja Blast room, honestly. Your store gives you potions sometimes, which is nice. The healing room that regenerates your HP, and it's just a Baja Blast fountain.
It's a what do they call it? Sensory deprivation tank, but it's full of Baja Blast.
You're so right. You know the Bacta tanks in Star Wars? They submerge people in the juice and it heals them? It's
No,
a
but
Bacta
go
tank,
on.
but it's a Baja tank. Look up a Bacta tank. You've maybe
I don't
never
wanna.
seen one, but I don't wanna. Okay. Well, then suck my nuts instead, I guess.
Me with utter disdain. I don't wanna.
Lawn cells gets me. You know, actually, you still might not remember this. In Dragon Ball Z, not in Dragon Ball, only in Z, they sometimes put Goku in a juice tank whenever he gets beat up.
Oh yeah, I know that.
It's literally the exact same thing as the Bacta tanks.
Oh, okay.
Just a tube full of heal goo that you stick someone in and they get better.
I just don't want to see like an actual person in one of those. Goku's fine.
Because Goku's not people.
Because Goku's not real.
Damn. Sorry to all the Goku believers in chat. Cat says fuck you. Huh. Dig, raise, flatten, and shovel weapon mode. Eat your heart out, Valheim. You become a glow stick for a bit in your underwear? Yeah. Goku getting healing in a tank because it was just that one pony figure in that one jar. Anybody got... Do I have Cuppy emotes right now? Hang on. I do currently have Cuppy emotes. Good. Here you go. I got you. It's Cuppy. Cuppy is the pony in a jar. I'm gonna be real with you, Eric.
Bonger?
The floating around in a Bacta tank in your underwear, and the Bacta tank is full of Baja Blast, is actually probably the least horrible thing you could have joined the stream on. Ow. Hi, Lara. You could have joined the stream at the start where the pinned message was like, Liz will give her the fat T-girl dick, I think was literally our pinned message. It's been worse, is what I've said. You know? Chat was just speaking their truth. The ficus seeds?
That's my ficus.
That's my ficus.
Yeah.
A hideous groan echoes through the chamber. The printer recognizes your sins. Punishment is upon you. The plastic carapace of the ThinkJet creaks and spits, revealing a maw of razor-sharp teeth. It lunges for Lancel's and attempts to strike. Luckily, it only captures a mouthful of their tickets before all present manage to escape back through the back door, which slams shut, trapping the creature within.
Get bitted.
Get bitted. It was explicitly about cucking Pierre and fucking his hot MILF wife. That was, in fact, specifically what it was about.
Stardew?
Yeah, for the Stardew 10th anniversary, we're getting new dateable NPCs. That's all we know.
Oh, okay.
And I said, please let it be Coraline so I can finally cuck Pierre. Who little burrito got up it. Get them burrito numbers up. Yeah, no. What I said was, knowing my luck, they're gonna announce that it's, the new dateable characters are Pam and Clint. That's our new dateable guy and girl is Pam and Clint. And chat was like, don't will that shit into existence. And I responded to them by saying, marriageable Gil. And they didn't like that.
People have been begging to be able to marry Willie for years. Please just let them.
Willie. Willie's a funny choice. I respect it. Hello, Lyra. What's up? Well, that's staying up there forever. The funniest thing is, like, Willie is fulfilling the role of, like, the ancient, wizened old mariner, but he's, like, 27. It's like, he's actually a perfectly fine, like, marriage candidate. It's just that he's fulfilling the role of the wizened old 90-year-old mariner. But he's like a dude in his 20s. Thank you, Leah. For the streak and for the message. He is a millennial living out his fantasy of being a lighthouse keeper in the 1800s. And as someone whose singular sole goal is to be a 1500s graveyard keeper and walk out in the middle of the night to say who gore's there, like, I get it. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Ho 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 ho! Rapier of 1,000 cuts. An expensive Spanish rapier with a silver hilt. Its thin blade deals dozens of small wounds, each one slowly draining the life from its victim and leaving them to bleed out. Dealing damage applies bleeding, stacks up to 5 times. Each stack deals 40 damage per second.
There's
What?
There's the Dark Souls weapon.
Piaster. Well, there's 10 Piaster. We can afford a respec now. 10 minor healing and 5 great healing potion.
Look, as somebody who had to drive themselves to an urgent care because I had to, like, quick whip my fishing hook out of the water because the turtle was trying to inhale it and I got it wedged in my thumb instead. It's not that uncommon, is all I'm saying.
Kat, I need to be so real with you.
Yeah.
Your proclivity for random injuries is not normal nor a standard to which the rest of us should adhere.
Deadliest Catch is based on the fact that, like, the fishing industry has, like, one of the highest death counts of all time.
That is just an insane statistic to hit me with, and how am I supposed to argue with that? You win, I guess, because, like, what am I supposed to say to Deadliest Catch is based on the fact that fishing is the highest death count of all time? That's it. Of jobs that kill you, fishing kills you the bestest. But, like, that's artificially inflated by, like, crab fishermen being fucking insane. Hey, Bloodborne sickos. Did you know this game has Rally? Not for free, you can. Did you redeem it? You did. Oh, I didn't see it. Shoot. Thank you for letting me know. My mods would not have told me.
I'm sorry, it's on my
no
mobile,
worries, no
so
worries.
I'm only
Nah, you're good,
vaguely
you're good.
aware.
I only tease. Oh, sorry, it's been so long. Hang on. Arara? I've lost it, Cat. I've lost the Arara.
So many unanswered questions.
Arara? There we go. It's a little bit better. Happy to report that there are, as far as I know, 4 types of enemies on this island. And the only one I have not died to is the dodo.
Good.
If I had died to a dodo, I would have had to uninstall the demo. Can't justify that one. Why do the giant enemy crabs not drop crab meat?
Oh, emoji. Who am I supporting here? Which of you are enemies? You.
What?
I'm running invasions because I'm in dire need of field rod to get a bunch of weapons. And, like, the instant I loaded in, I forgot who I'm supporting here.
Incredible. Gotta be honest, boys. You do not drop anything of value. I do not want to aggro you. Alright, that's it. We beat the game. 100% map exploration, baby. That's it. Enjoy lunch, Lyra. I may be asleep when you're done. I'm not even gonna lie. He's running out of steam fast, chat. We've hit the great collapse. If I stay up for another hour, 2 hours, I'll hit a second wind, which is really not what I want, actually. I want to pass out. Factory's been going okay. We're in the part of the game where none of the numbers make sense, and they want 8 trillion factories. And it's hard. End of thought. I'm about to
trying
automate.
to figure out if we meant Satisfactory or if we meant Enfield.
Satisfactory. I don't play Midfield. I've been sending Ball pictures of our Satisfactory that Kit and I have been doing. Our next project is like... No, because there is no making sense of it, Bull. Because at the end of the day, 3 factories making 5 reinforced plates each cannot be distributed evenly between 5 assemblers using 3 reinforced plates each. Those numbers just aren't actually divisible by the tools we have, which sucks, and it's not fun, and they have to change it. Frontier psychiatry. That boy needs therapy. Piaster. But so that's it, chat. That's the whole game, right? That's everything. Surely the map doesn't get bigger if I zoom out. Uh-oh. 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 Barrel, narrow, barrel, and narrow, barrel, and narrow. Well, we've already stranded her. There we go. Good luck with that, buddy. If you think that Satisfactory is calming, you would take a look at Kit's production line and you would change your mind. Blackbeard transport ship. I could take him. Take it away, Kit. I like that they spell knots as just KTS, so it looks like we're getting 10 kits. Ship is measured in fox power. Yay, more Satisfactory. Factory game bowl. If we toss Kit out the back of the boat, how hard she can paddle and push it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate rescue missions so much. Just fucking move, you stupid piece of shit. You wouldn't be downed if you'd move, you piece of shit.
Amazing. I am doing the Valheim equivalent of traveling between islands in a raft, so... Oh, Jesus! Oh, God, the waves! Oh, lordy!
He's the wild.
I was maybe slightly underwater there. Pit doesn't like aesthetics. Way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morn. What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor early in the morn? Leave her, Johnny, leave her. I can't do it, nor do I even know most of the words. For the voyage is long and the words are something, and it's time for us to leave her. -5 kits, oh god. Okay, so it would be bad to be stranded not on this island. Luckily, I know a trick thanks to my time in the Valheim Mimes. I put that down, and then I put down a tent. I don't have the fiber for a tent. It's okay. So then I started blasting. You think Kit's gonna go into the gun tree when we play this game, Cat?
Yes.
Okay. We set that as a survival point. We're pretty much immortal now. Thorn Fiddler! Girl, you have to aim down! Hi, Cam. Well, there goes our food buffs. The aliver, the unaliver. The crabs drop undead essence. They do not drop crab meat because they are ghost crabs. No, no. No crabbing in this area. Crabbing strictly forbidden. Ah! Cam. No, no. I'm a beautiful woman. I think my makeup is smeared because I've been killed by so many crabs, but aside from that. Ghost crab is what they called you in high school. That's concerning. Was it like a street name? Ghost crab is something I think I smoked in high school. I'm trying to remember if I can remember any lines from my favorite shanty. I had one that I really, really liked when I had played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I can't think of any of the lines or the name of the song off the top of my head. Not because I'm stupid and I'm bad with words, which is also true. But that's not actually the specific problem. Specific problem is I am so tired I can barely keep my eyes open. Medicine can be sold. Okay, steel nails, high quality nails brought from the homeland. The most reliable way to get them is to seize them from other ships or salvage them from a wreck. Stone planks base set. Aunties. My school's just fucked. Yeah, they just be out here calling people ghost crab at your school. Terrible. How cruel. I don't want to know what that means, Bull. Hey, man. What the fuck are those? Sure, why not? What are you, copper? Okay. Look, man, I don't want none of that smoke. You just leave me alone. Old wooden crates are piled in heaps, soon to crumble to rot. There may once have held hunting supplies. Whoa! I don't know what I expected. Yeah, I'm so EP I can't play video game anymore.
Go to sleep, idiot.
You should come tuck me into bed. They did say that this would take around 6 hours to do roughly the whole demo, and we're only about 3.5 hours in, so I shouldn't be planning to finish the whole thing in a sitting. No, you can't take over. You gotta cuddle me or else I won't be able to fall asleep.
Good job, baby Nasia, you did it.
So was it the savage boar that killed me? I assume it was the savage boar that killed me. They may have once sold hunting supplies. Now there's only rotish, clawed, damp gunpowder. Okay. I'm gonna leave. Oh god, it's an entire herd of high-level boar!
Well, that would explain why you died.
Well, yeah, I mean... This island is evil. Oh, delicious. An entire raw cayenne pepper. Christ. I wish there was a setting that would make... Some games actually have a toggle for this, where, like, if I tab out of the game, they don't fucking mute. 14 has a setting for that. It's good for me, because especially while I'm streaming, I often need to tab out to, like, interact with chat or, like, mess with StreamerBot or something. And I don't want the game to be quiet while I'm doing that.
I do. Liz has not actually played Power Wash 2 yet because she's not finished with Power Wash 1.
True story.
I have been trying to get her to do it, but she burns out too fast.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You burn out of Power Wash too fast.
You have called it on our sessions more times than I have recently. And I don't play it unless you're the one who suggests it. I'd be done if I wasn't waiting around for you. You're not free often enough. You get tired too easily. That's not my fault. Yeah, there's power washing too. There's also a house flipper too. And someday there will be a Viscera 1. Viscera 1, but better this time. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Power wash is just, it's like, there's a part of house flipper where you gotta, like, clean everything and just, like, meticulously check every surface for dirt and clean it off and scrub it. And that's like 5 to 10% of any given flip in house flipper. And house flipper just has a lot of other things to work on, and so I can, like, pace myself and stuff. And then with power wash, that's just, like, not how they do. It is just the power washing and nothing else for just
Well, yeah, that's why it's called Power Wash Simulator.
so very long. Yeah, well, I do other things than just flip houses. Why was there a crab on top of my tombstone? You little sack of shit.
Eating the remains.
I think he was. Oh my god. Okay. So here's the thing. When I press a button, in order to attack, my character swings in a direction within 30 to 50 degrees of where she's actually physically facing. You have to tweak that. You have to. The second thing about that, also, this one's really important. A lot of the things I'm fighting, in particular these stupid-ass crabs, are, like, on the ground. You have to put you have to remove the floor from my swings, so that when I swing and there's something under me, I still hit it. This is really, really, really basic game design. The people who are coding for the SNES had this one figured out. We had already worked out that there were going to be problems like this, where a character was being asked to attack something that was short, and there wasn't going to be controls for the up-down, and so you were just going to have to assume that for them. That was a factor that we had already taken into consideration a very long time ago. We're not rewinding on this one. You still gotta do that good. You are not reinventing the wheel here. Fix your goddamn hitboxes. Fix your goddamn hitboxes. If the hitbox is exclusively on my sword, and you make me swing a little wussy swing that only covers a very short arc directly in front of me and doesn't carve down, I can't fight a crab. And I promise you, in real life, I am capable of angling myself 20 degrees towards the ground. But that's not a mechanic, and up and down is not a mechanic here. So if you're not going to require me to aim, you have to do that work for me. If I can't aim, you have to aim. So we need to fix the hitboxes. They have to be better than this. Yeah, this is some Soul Calibur Yoda-ass bullshit, bull. Girl! So if you're wondering what happened there, there's a bunch of things in this game that cause your character to just kind of hitch and become unresponsive to movement. When you draw your sword, sometimes you just sometimes you can draw and sheath your sword, you know, while moving and walking like a normal person. Other times when I go to do it, she just stops responding to inputs. The other one, I think I got too close to the edge of the water, and she was like, you have to, jump or shove me in order to engage the swimming animation. So I'm just going to stop dead and stop responding to inputs entirely. Yeah, my notes so far for this game, almost perfect, until you have to do any kind of combat whatsoever, and it just completely falls apart. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're not cooking. Just to be clear, combat here, not cooking at all. It needs to be completely and totally redone. Hitboxes, timings, all of it needs to be rethought in its entirety. Skills, good. Gear, good. I just don't want to deal with you is the problem. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was an attack. I tried to dodge, I just didn't do it fast enough. Attacks, movement, animations, hitboxes, all of that, total rework. From the ground up, just start again on that stuff. Complete and total miss. Everything else about the game, real solid so far. I like crafting, gathering. I like the build tools. I like the aesthetics, the visuals. The sound design is solid. The music is nice. Graphically, it looks good. It's running great on my computer, which might be a relief just because I've been playing so much Icarus and it runs like dog water. I'm excited to get to the ship and see what kinds of stuff the ship has for me. But combat, it's bad, dog. It's real bad. I think I can block out of the third hit of my combo, but I can't dodge out of the third hit of my combo. But I can't dodge out of a block, and I can dodge in any direction. That right there is what they think combat is supposed to look like. And when it works, it's passable, that's what combat is supposed to look like, and honestly, it's not really interesting anyway, even when it is doing what it's supposed to do. Wow, he's got a follow-up. Can't believe the crab has a poise break punish. The ship on the shore is badly damaged. We'll have to labor to get her afloat. You need 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 pieces of coarse fabric, 10 ropes. Care package. Treat your Liz. Thank you, or whatever.
I think still you should go to bed by now. I'm about to forcibly explode your computer if you don't.
I'm assuming it's just got an auto-save system. I don't see a manual save entry. I would not hate a manual save. I don't love when you only have an autosave system, because I don't love knowing if it's good to... Wow, there's not even like a warning or anything. We'll just assume it saved. Yeah, just eat an entire raw cayenne pepper. Oh, here, while you're in here, the character creation, it's the body slider. You got skinny rectangle, wide rectangle, and hourglass. And they do more or less what you'd think they would do to your body shape. That's fine. What the fuck is this? Do you want your eyebrows thin, square, fat, square, or hourglass? I don't know what that means. So, like, I don't think it's bad character customization, but it's definitely the most confusing character customization I've ever seen. It makes so little sense to me. What information are we conveying here? Final thoughts. I think we're gonna give it a 7 out of 10 so far. Grind's a little bit slow. Feels very Valheim paced. Ores and fiber and wood and shit. You need just like a lot of it to make anything. So you have to spend a lot of time farming it. Doesn't seem like the copper in the cave was going to respawn anytime soon. So it might be another thing like Valheim, kind of like Icarus, where you just have to keep moving to new caves and new caves, depending on how big the map is and how much metal you need long term to keep progressing. That could be a good thing to encourage players to like visit new islands all the time, or it could be a bad thing that just forces the player to move through the game at a pace. So I'm neutral on that for the time being, and I will reassess that when the game is at least when we can get through more of it, I guess is what I'll say. Because right now, we can kind of only play so much of the game, obviously.
When it's in beta and not a demo.
Yes. Because it is coming to early access soon. Then combat, uh, it's a hard miss for me, dog. It's getting no points for combat. Um, I know what they want to do. They do want they're doing a lot of neat stuff. I like that they have the Bloodborne rally system.
I know people don't want to hear this, but not every game has to be a Souls-like, actually.
Well, not interested in hearing that because some games can be Souls-likes. Moving on. So I know what they're trying to do, where they're trying to do a rally system, which I like. I like that we've got our iframes on our dodge roll. I like that we've got a block system. It is baffling that as far as I was able to tell, there's no parry. You can do perfect blocks, but there doesn't seem to be a parry. And Dark Souls parries are iconic. And in Bloodborne, you parry with a gun. And we've already got a gun in our offhand. And then you're also doing the Valheim thing, and Valheim is iconic for its parry. So, like, we're doing a lot. Like, Valheim and Dark Souls aren't all that similar, all things considered. You are kind of a bridge between the two of them, but the number one thing that those two games have in common between their combat, you're just not doing. And that's really weird to me because I think it is a complete miss to not have that. I think perfect blocks probably need to do some kind of parry. Maybe they do. Maybe it's only in pirate combat that you can parry or something, which is very Dark Souls of them. But yeah, there's a dozen problems with combat. It's got to get reworked. If I rolled another world from this, like when I go into early access, my first world, I'm probably setting enemy health at probably enemy health is fine. They don't feel beefy, which props for that. But they just hit way too hard. I'm setting enemy damage to like 20% when I roll my first world in early access. Because I just think you've overtuned them for no reason. I just don't think there's when death has such a little consequence, like I don't lose anything when I die, so it's only it's a mild annoyance. Because it's a mild annoyance, you don't want it to happen unless the player is like fighting a boss or gets in over their head against trash. You don't want it to happen against every single boar. It is currently happening over against every single boar. That is definitely a design problem. I've played games, video games before. I've done them and I've done well at them. So I can tell you that I do know how to play video games. The fact that I was having so much trouble with this one indicates there might be a balance issue. And like the number of times I swung at a crab and just did not hit it because of hitboxes, it was embarrassing. It was a little embarrassing. So let's address combat. The pros, I like your food system. I like your cooking system. I like your crafting system. I like your building system. I like your inventory management. I like your aesthetics. I like your sound design. I like your character creator. I like your visuals. I am excited to see how the crew system works. Really excited to build a crew and manage a ship. Won't have much more to say about those until I actually get into those systems. But like, that's the thing, is that all the other underlying stuff is great, and I'm very, very excited for all that. I love that there is a note on the control schemes page that says we're bringing controller support. We're going to have it soon. It just wasn't ready. It wasn't up to our standards in time for the demo, but it is something our team is working on. Very excited for that because a lot of survival crafters have just given me the middle finger in the past. Valheim is like one of the odd men out that like actually had good day one controller support. So on everything else, it's got like full marks. I have like nothing bad to say about any of the other systems. But combat's kind of really important for a game like this. And it's bad. It's very baby's first Dark Souls. And again, like I said, FromSoft made like 30 games before they made Dark Souls. That Dark Souls was not baby's first Dark Souls. For all of its problems, it took a long time for them to develop the skills to build a game like that. So Don't assume you can just do what they did. Pace yourself. Be reasonable about yourself. Your combat system is going to have limitations. It's going to have weaknesses, like the fact that I can't hit a crab. Compensate for that by making the amount that your enemies punish me for not doing the game perfectly be a lower amount so that the frustration is reduced. Easy way to do that, just drop enemy damage to like 20% of what it is now, which I can manually do on my server, but I really shouldn't be forced to feel like I'm playing baby mode in order to make your game fun. You should make your game fun, and then I should play it because it's fun. I shouldn't need to scale it down to 20% in order to make it engaging. So that's what I've got so far. A solid 7 out of 10. It is not even early access. It's a demo prior to early access. So I'm sure they're really, really interested in feedback. So I'll see if they have like a feedback form on like a website or something. I will go and I will give them some actual constructive, friendly criticism about the. Obviously, on my stream, I'm going to be an asshole about it, but like, I'll write something actually nice, and say, "Here's what I really like about the game. Here's what I'd love to see in it. Here's what I'm not really jiving with," and I'll just make a comment. I'm not really jiving with combat. I think it's way too punishing, and it's too sloppy to be this punishing. And I'll write something up for them if they've got like a feedback form or something. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they want feedback right now. So I'll come up with some productive stuff to share with them. And I don't know if we'll come back to the rest of this early access. I might just do the rest of the early access off stream. Or I might do it as another stream. We'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely excited to see the early access when it hits. I don't think we have a release date yet, but we will be watching this one really closely. At least I will, because I'm miserable. I love the genre in every game, and it blows nuts. So thank you all so much for watching and being here and hanging out and vibing and chatting and lurking, all that good stuff. Whether you caught it live or later on down the line as VOD, I appreciate you so muchly. This is a Discord link. You can drop into the Discord. You can get go live notifications. You can find out when I'm going to go live next. Our next stream should be on Friday. If Cat's around, it'll be Final Fantasy V. I don't know that we're beating it.
No, absolutely not.
We're not in final territory yet. But we're going to be making progress, which is cool. That's Final Fantasy V. If Cat's not here, maybe we just finish up this crap, or maybe we do some more Burnout. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So I hope to see all of you for that on Friday. But regardless, it's closing time with Good Easy. Last call. Get any more of your training at the cartographics in. If you haven't gotten your order for the day, make sure you get that in. You're going to want all of those, since you can only do that once per stream, so make sure you get your order.
Bunger?
Get your bunger. This is a raid message. You're going to drop these. Copy the top one if you're a subscriber, bottom one if you are not a subscriber. You're going to drop those into our raid targets chat. Make them feel good, make me feel good. That's what it's all about. I think we're just going to double down on this because Kay is also playing Windrose. I'll eventually remember that name, but I've been having a lot of trouble remembering it. It's an odd title. Also playing Windrose, and I said I'd try and stop by and say hello. So we're gonna head over to Ghost Queen K. You all can see a second perspective on Windrose, maybe one that is completely different from mine. Maybe Kay will fucking hate the building and crafting systems, but adore the combat. So y'all can get other thoughts, maybe ones that don't click with mine, or maybe she'll think exactly the same things because I'm so smart and funny and correct all the time. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out, lurking, chatting, catching us later on down the line as VOD. All you mean the world to me. Your support means the world to me. Thanks for putting up with me. I'm barely conscious at this point, so I appreciate all you. Love you all so much. Head on out the door. You don't gotta go home, but baby, you can't stay here. Thanks for watching. Oh, no, Cam isn't going anywhere. Cam is staying right the fuck here. Cam's my cuddle buddy. The rest of you have to get the fuck out, though, because I'm going to bed. Good night, Chad. I love you. Good night, Autumn. Good night, Cam. Good night, Bull. Good night, Steel. Thank y'all so much. Love you. Mwah, mwah.